So, today's an impromptu video, and it's to do with the short that I've done this morning, one of my coffin cards. Reason being is, if you have a look at it, the outcome was giving 3 cards. There's a little bit of smoke for you. You know, I love a bit of incense. Well, and basically, I noticed that out of the 4 elements that are connected to the planet, I'll be honest with you, there is the 5th, which will be spirit, but in terms of the 4 elements that we all work with, one of them's missing. Now, I have a certain... I think I already know what the answer is for it. Because the one that's missing is fire. Now, you may be stuck down a rabbit hole, or you're not on this planet, or you're happy in your own little existence in the middle of nowhere. If not, you may notice that the world is not a very friendly place at the moment. And there is a lot of things going on that just are full of aggression, animosity, hatred, and just downright nasty. So I am going to take a reading. Oops, I think we've got a little bit more smoke action going, which is good. I always like a bit of smoke. Right, will you answer the question? Alright, there we go. You're going to use the blue lapis pendulum, my big beauty, and we're going to be using Lunar Pathway Oracle deck, because I think it might give us an idea as to what's going on with the cosmos in general. Oh, these are all mixed up the wrong way. Yeah, I thought so. Give me a second, I might have to do a little bit of jiggery-pokery. Right. I mean, even if they come out the wrong way, I'll still read them the other way up. I just want to get a clearer idea as to, one, is this the clearing that we've needed? Is this the point where the rest of the world wakes up and suddenly goes, you know what, this is just completely completely unnecessary? Is this the wake-up call that the whole of the world needs to hear? Was it that because of the energies in place, is it a case that is why the 3 cards that came out represented earth, wind and water? That there is such an extreme imbalance with the energy of fire and aggression that what we need to do as a collective... Push that back slightly. I'm trying to push it back, but at the same time I don't want it to burn my cards actually. I'm going to move it. There we go. Sorry. Anyone who has watched a video before and seen me burn stuff, yeah, I do like to burn sage, and occasionally I set myself on fire. Where that was at the moment, I think it was going to set fire to a pack of cards, which really, I don't really want to happen. So anyway, the idea with this is we're just going to read and see, do we need to find the balance between fire and the other elements? Is this the key to how we get past this? Right. So we'll move those up there for the time being. I think also for several of us, we're kind of at that point where we feel like we're hitting the long part of January. There's always the joke about how long January lasts. It seems to last 365 days longer than any other month. I think at the moment it's one of those things that is feeling like it's only the 11th and we should be much further through. And I think it's just because of what's been going on the past week has been so heavy that it's dragging a lot of us down. So hopefully this will tell us why those cards came out, but also I'm hoping that what it will do is it will give us more of a direction as to what we can do as individuals to put out enough of a change of energy that we may well be able to shift away from this diversive and quite unnecessary playbook that's people are trying to get in place. Right. I would say what I also get is, and I mean, yes, I am one of those people on YouTube. If you see stuff on YouTube and it seems to be diversive or giving a narrative that doesn't seem completely right, if you trust your gut, feel free to go and watch other channels to try and get a balanced perspective. Because right now, I felt it yesterday. I've put up a post where I've shown a chart of the energies from yesterday. There is a strong line up where Mars and the Sun were conjunct, plus Venus was right on the edge, so it's 1 degree out from being conjunct with the Sun and Mars. But the problem was that Mars and the Sun are near enough directly opposite Jupiter. Now, I had to check it out yesterday when I came back from a shopping trip. I really didn't feel right. I was really antagonised, just in general, to the point that the person that I go with coffee with, I kind of like literally had to say, I'm really wound up at the moment, be careful. So when I came home and I checked it out, and I checked with some of the astrology guys, they backed up what's been going on. And there are also elements which are connected to my natal chart. So I was feeling the energy a lot more than probably some others. Right, so is there an order to these? Okay, so which card? Give me the anchor card. Okay, so we've got one anchor. Outcome. Okay, these two in the middle, or is there an order? Read these two together. Alright. Okay, we'll see what happens. So, I want to see who's playing and doing what. That's actually pretty bizarre. I'm just going to see if I can twist this down a bit more. I don't think I can get you down any further. So, where is I? Might move the candle over there slightly. Okay, so as I said, I wanted to see what energies are in play. Interesting enough, we have got 2 cards with the galactics on it, and we've got 2 cards with the cosmic on it. So, first card. So there you go. Just trying to get that to a point. I'm not quite sure you'll be able to read it, but what I'll do is I'll try and take a better picture. Right, so at the moment, this has brought out the fire element I was missing, okay? The galactic flame is ignite your passion. Cosmic fire fuels your journey towards transformation. This is why. This is the transformation we're going through at the moment. This is why working with the other three elements is important, because transformation is generally not an easy process. It brings up discomfort. It brings up emotions that we may not want to deal with. It's about shedding the old, and that explains why it didn't come out in the other reading, because at the moment we're feeling this energy. This is the energy we're feeling. We're feeling the energy and the journey and the movement, and we're feeling the fire. And to get that transformation going, we need to work with the other three elements. So water. So with the water, go with the flow. Air. Be carried with the breeze. Breathe, learn to breathe properly. Take deep breaths and calm. And then the last one that came up was the Earth card. And obviously that was indicating grounding, connect with the earth. Remind yourself that we are all part of this planet. Those are the three things we need to get into balance at the moment. The earth, the fire's already going off. We need to use the other three to bring this back under control, because we are all out of balance at the moment. So again, that's the next card, the Galactic Center. Okay, and this one is reconnect with your core purpose. Draw from the center of the universe for strength. And what I will say is that I think what that is doing as well is, it's kind of like it is fire and ice. Yes, we need some fire, but we also we need to find the strength and what our purpose are. And we can only do it by finding the balance between the two. Get away from being polarized. Find the magnetic draw to get that middle ground. And I think that's again saying that to get the strength we need to go with the other three. We need to work with the other three elements. Next card we got is the Cosmic Cloak, which is another stunning card. I don't think you can really see the writing. So the card message on here is, you're protected by the universe. Trust that cosmic forces are shielding you. So hopefully that means what we're going through is going to be temporary, hopefully. That after I kind of feel it's going to be a year, guys. I'm not going to say anything else. I don't feel this is going to be an overnight change. But I think there are other forces at work. You know, again, from this you could take it that it's kind of like the solar winds that are coming in. All the different energies that we get from the universe that we on Earth refuse to acknowledge. But it also means the Cosmic Cloak brings us all under one banner. It's not about race, it's not about gender, it's not about who has and who hasn't. It's about remembering we are all part of one universe. And again, this kind of brings in what I said about water, the cosmic orbit. So at the moment, we are on a galactic journey. Some of the planets lineups that are coming this year have never been seen in human history. in documented human history. And when you think that people like the Assyrians were making notes thousands and thousands of years ago, that explains to you what the difference is. This is a leap in human evolution. But we need to use the energies to get the right balance, because this is a make or break time for us. And as it says, align your life with the universal cycles. Flow with the cosmic rhythm of the universe. So again, as it said, it just backs up my feeling yesterday that the energies at the moment are tumultuous. They are tied to the fire energy, and that we need to use and find rebalance and flow with the cosmic rhythms of the universe. So as it says, align your life with universal cycles. And I get it that a lot of people are not going to sit there and go, yeah, you're talking about astrology. Astrology means nothing. Over the past year, I've been getting more and more into astrology, and I'm following certain people who you can sit and you can see the patterns. But yesterday, especially, was one of the first times that I actually, before I even looked at a chart, I could tell automatically there was something off with my energy. Now, I had an idea of what it was going to be, and it was to do with the Mars-Sun conjunction being directly opposite Jupiter, as I said previously. Mars is a planet of doing. It's also a planet of aggression, male energy. It can be warlike. Mars is a planet of war. In conjunction with the Sun. The Sun shines and gives energy to things. So when your sun sign will give you who you see yourself as being. Now the other thing with that is when it's in conjunction with Mars, it's illuminating and highlighting Mars's power. But the problem is you've got Jupiter opposite. Now Jupiter is a planet of expansion, and it can do good things, but in this case, and people can disagree with me, but I feel that it was making it excessively difficult yesterday, and it will do for the next week. I will be honest with that. If you feel aggravated, if you feel you're getting really worked up, if someone's really pushing your buttons, and I've had that done many a time, that is that flame energy at work. You need to go to your centre, you need to get that cloak around you. Because if we can use these two and rebalance ourselves and know that it's planetary play, it can sometimes help us kind of like switch off and say, wait, hold on a second, let's not get wound up by this. Let's not go down let's not go down the path to, hitting back or striking out. And again, what's really funny is I have this ability with cards that usually I will pull two cards that are right next to each other in a deck. And I've done it again. Right, so I'm just going to check and read some other bits from here. I always like to do it. So, which one have we got first? Right, so the flame. The key message is the galactic flame inspires you to pursue your passions and embrace vitality. Upright, it means follow your passions with energy and determination. Now, what I would say with that is, right now, it's the planets are invigorating this one and making it a little bit more. So although you may have your passions and embrace vitality, I think it's also saying calm. If you are passionate about it, think about how you what word would I say? How you express that in a logical manner that is not going to literally inflame the situation. So that's that one. Okay. So the Galactic Center one was, it actually asks you to act as a cosmic beacon, calling you to realign with your spiritual mission, which is what we need to do. So upright is focus on your soul's calling and higher purpose. And what it does say as well, and I think it's probably a good point for us, is visualize yourself surrounded by light from the galactic center to draw clarity and purpose. This is where we need to find the clarity in what is going on. Okay, so now we want cosmic. Come on, give me. Cosmic. It'll be funny if these are on the next page. No, I didn't do this one, that's fine. So, Cosmic Cloak. So the key message is the universe shields you with its protection, trust in the divine. There's a lot of places at the moment that people need their protection. So hopefully it's showing that, you know, there is a divine protection being given to everyone who's, you know, trying to find a way that they have... that they keep their freedom. And again, it says ritual suggestion, visualize yourself wrapped in shimmering protective light, like that is. The last card is the Cosmic Orbit. And again, it's saying everything in life moves in cycles. Trust in the natural flow of events. So it's, and this is interesting, trust the timing of events. Be patient. And this is something that's come out on my sister channel that we're now running. If you want to check out at MysticMagentaMuses. The first reading that we did just a couple of days ago, the long reading and on some of the shorter videos, the message that came out was to be patient, that things aren't going to change straight away. But also with this, it's saying to be adaptable. And that means if you are getting worked up, be able to change your perspective and your reactions so that it doesn't inflame the situation. So the ritual suggestions is meditate, and again, meditate is something that also can come out in the videos. Meditate on the affinity symbol to visualize the flow of cosmic energy. The affinity symbol is really like a figure 8. It's got no beginning, it's got no ending. I felt this was a good deck to use, and the main reason I feel it is we're at a point where we've got major lineups that haven't been seen before coming up later this year. However, we have planetary aspects that are similar to around the late 30s, early 40s. Now, if you have not studied history or you've had your head in the sand, go online and check out exactly what happened at that time. check out who was in power, check out what their motivations were. And then once you've done that, check out the motivations of some of the people in power right now. They're using the flame and fire energy for their own benefit. They're being deceptive. These are people who are afraid. But what they've done over the years is that they've looked at where there was a little bit, they've done enough work. They know how to split humanity. And they think that by literally pulling up on small issues that people have with everyday life and magnifying it over and over again, that by putting that magnifying glass over that one little problem, that with the sunlight it will burn it and create something bigger. That's the point we're at the moment. What we need to do is know that using cool heads, going with the flow of the water, we can put that fire out. And we can knock their overinflated egos on the head. It's not going to be easy. There's a lot of people who don't understand or don't see what's going on at the moment. And we have to stay positive is the best way I can put it. I think also the thing that I get is use the power of speech. Let your words go and flow out into the air. Let your energy be positive. Don't carry in fear. Speak your truth. But also, if you can, get out into nature. Get out and go for a walk through the forest. Go out and walk in a park. Get your hands on the earth. Hug a tree. Get in contact with nature. Remember what we have on this planet. Because, again, those who are using flame see the earth as a possession. See it as theirs to do with. It's not theirs. It's part of a greater universe. And again, it is a point where this could be a tipping point to how or if civilization carries on. So, stay in positivity, stay in light. If you need a reading or you're feeling down, leave a message. I will do my best to give you some guidance. If you check out the other channel, we're going to be working on doing meditations, breath work. We want to be able to spread as much positivity out there. And it's not easy to be positive at this time. But 2026 is a year where I've decided I am not being pushed down. I want to do stuff that helps other people. And if one person sees this video and feels that it makes a difference, that is one more step that I've managed to get over. Stay strong, stay calm, stay focused. Watch videos that you might never watch. Try a different perspective. But best thing to do is not get into a place of anger and reaction, because right now this is not the time to do it. So, positive energy to all of you. I hope this message helps, and thank you for listening.